Now we have the other topic, periodicity in properties of elements. I have written the definition: occurrence of characteristics properties of elements at definite interval in the modern periodic table when elements are arranged in increasing order of their atomic number. You know that the modern periodic table was arranged on increasing order of their atomic number and elements were placed, and you see that in groups and periods the nature and the characteristics of elements changes. But how this change occurs, what was the basis by which these elements were showing a change, and that arises because of this periodicity, because there is a gradual variation is been there, either it can increase or decrease at a particular trend, and there is a regular interval of time these properties starts repeating itself. So this occurs, there is a cause why these properties varies in the periodic table. Now we'll discuss about the reasons why this periodicity arises. So you know that at a regular interval of time there is always change occurs, and it is arises because you can see there is a number and arrangements of electrons in various shells, and there is always a reoccurrence of electronic configuration and same number of electrons in the, and you also see that there is the same number of electrons in the outermost shell. Because of that this periodicity occurs, because of that there is a change occurs. Now we have already seen that these periodicity occurs because of the reoccurrence of the electronic configuration. Now we have to understand that these periodicity give arises different periodic properties, and there are, I have written 5 properties which are there in the course, where there are others also, but in our course we have these 5: atomic radius, which is also known as atomic size; ionization potential, which is also known as ionization energy; electron affinity, electron negativity, non-metallic and metallic characters. We'll discuss them one by one, and we'll see how these properties varies in your groups as well as in periods, because in both the places they varies in a very different manner. That we'll discuss later on. Now we'll start with the first property, that is atomic size. I have also told you it's atomic radius, atomic radii. I have made a structure of an atom, you know it, that the centrally placed its nucleus. Orbits are there, outermost orbit or the outermost shell or the valence shell, you can say electrons are moving in it. Now what is your atomic size? Atomic size is the distance from the center of the nucleus of an atom to the outermost shell or the outermost orbit. So this distance is known as your atomic size. You know how to write down the or numbering for the shells, that KL or 1 2 3, whatever you want to use, you can see. And every time you have to remember this distance, you have to see to calculate your atomic size. Now this atomic size or this thing is depending on the 2 factors, and with these factors only you can explain the atomic size of any of the elements. The first factor is number of shell, and other is nuclear charge. We'll discuss it one by one, and let's focus on the first factor, that is number of shell. I've made one more diagram. In this you can see more number of shells is been there. If I ask you, see this diagram over here, how many shells are there? 3. And up you can see the shell, how many shells are there? Are 2. So by looking the both the diagrams you can tell me, ma'am, this particular atom has more shell comparison to the first one. So automatically you can tell that the number of shells are increasing, your atomic size will be more for this atom comparison to this atom. Fine. So what you get the conclusion, the number of shells increases, the atomic size also increases. Now we have to focus on the next factor, that is the nuclear charge. Nuclear charge depends on the positive charge present on the nucleus, and this arises because of the proton, right? So more the nuclear charge, more will be the nuclear pull, and when there will be a more nuclear pull, this nucleus will attract the electrons that are present in the outermost shell with a greater extent comparison to the particular atom who is having the less positive charge on the nucleus. So the more the positive charge, it will attract more the electrons toward itself. When it will attract more electron toward itself, the size of the this thing, number of shells will come more closer towards this particular nucleus, and its size will be contract, or you can say decrease. So what will happen, the atomic size will decrease. That's why we always says when the nuclear charge is more or it increases, the atomic size decreases. So I have written the definition also. From here you can learn the definition of this atomic size. Now we see the atomic size variation in the period, because you have to see that the trends in period as well as group. So I have used one example for it, and I am writing the period, and I'm over here. I'm not writing in which period it is coming. I have just written the elements along with their atomic numbers, and this, this is the electronic configuration. Now you know it very well how to calculate the electronic configuration, and you also know how to calculate the number of shells. There are 1 2, so 2 shells. Over here also 2 shells, 2 2. So now you can say the period is what, in which period it is present. It is present in 2 because its number of shell is 2, and period number also the same terminology, that is 2. Now what you are seeing when you move, that in periods we move from left towards right in this manner. So when you are moving from left to right, you see that the numbers of shells remain same, right? So what does it means? That atomic size is unaffected. It is not at all changed, because every time you are getting number of shells is 2, so there is no change in the atomic size. It's unaffected. But you have to focus on the other factor also, that is the nuclear charge. You know that the nuclear charge is depending on the protons. Its proton is increasing every time its atomic number is increasing. Definitely its proton is also increasing. The positive charge on the nucleus is also increasing. Greater the pull exacted by the nucleus on the outermost electrons. So what you will see, that when you are increasing the nuclear charges, so what happened, the atomic size decreases. So there is a decrease in the atomic size. Now you have got two answers over here. In terms of number of shells, it's unaffected, but in terms of nuclear charge, it's decreasing. So atomic size in periods, what you get the answer, it is decreasing. I have written certain note also over here. You can look through it, and in that particular period only, I have not written the elements like last fluorine or the noble gases, but still I have written a note over here. You can see it. Now we'll see the trend in the group. I have written group, and first day I have written, and I have written all the elements and its electronic configuration also, number of shells also. Now you can easily see through it. You know how to calculate it. So you know that the valence electrons are 1, definitely. That's why it is present in the first day. But every time the shells are different, because you can see the electronic configuration is different. So number of shells every time you are getting in a different manner. So what you will get the answer over here, number of shells. If you see the number of shells, then you are seeing that it is increasing, right? So when the number of shells are increased, because every time you can see over here, that's 2 3 4 5 and 6, so number of shells are increasing. It's mean atomic size is also increasing. But if you see about the nuclear charge is also increasing, because every time the proton is increasing, the positive charge on the nucleus is increasing. So over here, every time your nuclear charge is increasing, when your nuclear charge is increasing, then atomic size will decrease, right? Over here you are getting two answers. In terms of number of shells, it's increasing, and in terms of nuclear charge, it's decreasing. So what will be your answer? You have seen earlier in the period that your atomic size was decreasing in the period. You have to keep it in mind that in both the places like groups and period, you cannot give the same answer. If in one case it is increases, then in other case it will definitely it will decrease, or vice versa. Anything can be your answer. So over there you have seen that in period it was decreasing. So in this groups it will increase. How you can say it will increase? Because you have to focus on this number of shells will dominates over the nuclear charge over here, right? And because of that, whatever the answer is for number of shell, that will be the answer of your groups, right? So over here the number of shells is increasing, atomic size is increasing. So in terms of that, your group, when you move, you always read the groups from top to bottom. So when you move down in a group, you will see that the atomic size increases, right? So this way you can explain both the terms, and you have to understand that how this varies in groups as well as in periods.